What's a sexual experience you thought you wanted but realized during or after that you really didn't?
Going out in public with one of those remote-controlled vibrators. The vibrating part kept shifting from where it should be while I was walking, and I was so paranoid about it slipping out and falling out my pants leg for me to enjoy how it felt.
Almost W2 dudes on a wild spring break trip in Florida. It was hot up until they got their condoms on and reality of what was happening hit. And then I freaked out a bit because I realized I didn't want to go further. But I don't think I even said stop, I think I just kind of froze and looked freaked out. I'll never forget the gentle reassurance of the one young man. He quickly stopped, told the other dude, "Hey man, it's off," and I wasn't shamed or made to feel stupid or anything. We actually kept partying and partied the rest of the week together, and had a great time. That guy was a stand-up young man. Peak era of bro culture way before Me Too movement, and he had full awareness of consent. 20 years later, and I remember him.
Filming it. Those actors in the movies deserve some respect. We looked like two sea lions jumping on top of each other. Edit, OMG, my first award. Thank you, haha, edit too, wow, you guys all the awards? At least something good came out of that story, lol.
Hot wax. I thought I could take the pain cause I like other kind of stuff. However, it burned like a bitch, and ended up spilling all over my bed. 0 out of 10.
Had sex on the Great Wall of China, at night under the stars. Was pretty romantic until we finished and realized there were workers cleaning the wall less than 20 feet from us who definitely saw and heard us and were politely waiting for us to finish so they could do their jobs.
I don't know if this really counts as a full-on sexual experience because it was just for fun, and no one had sex, but my friends and I pooled money for a male stripper for my friend's 21st, and it was awesomely terrible. Clearly the pictures he emailed me were from his glory days. He was an appalling dancer. He wouldn't stop texting me and emailing me to go to lunch for the week after. Lesson learned, don't go cheap if you must hire a stripper.
I saw a gif of a girl fucking a bedpost. I have bedposts. Tried, failed, scarred for life. Bedposts are way bigger than they seem.
I asked my ex to scratch my back once. She clawed the shit out of me, and I was like, actually, never do that again.
Having a strobe light in the bedroom. Yeah, that really sucked.
Using honey. The instant it hit skin, we were both like, oh no, this is a mistake.
Being tied up, I didn't know where the fuck to put my arms, it was so awkward. Just kinda stuck them up in the air. We both laughed about it for a long time.
This woman wanted to restrain me. I thought, why not, could be hot, she seems to know what she's doing. As soon as the handcuffs went on, I flipped the fuck out like a wild animal. It all surprised me. I was on a wooden chair, and it got all smashed up. She unlocked me, and it was instant relief. Now I know.
Sex outside. Me and my BF at the time ended up with ant bites all over our legs. We were drunk and it was dark, so we didn't realize at the time it was happening. I got it worse cause I was laying down.
We were fooling around in the kitchen. Somehow or another Hershey's chocolate syrup ended up on my dick. She removed it with her mouth. A lot more chocolate syrup entered the encounter. It was like being super glued together. It was horrible. We had to waddle in unison, while I was inside of her, to the shower to use hot water to get it off of us. Seemed fun. It was not, at all.
Sex on the beach. Sand everywhere.
I was talking to this woman a few days that I met online. She finally told me that her husband is a cuckold. She invited me to their house. We drank and ate and eventually started to have sex. It was just too weird that I'm pounding this chick out while her husband is holding her and jacking off with the other hand. On the bright side, he did pull her hair back during the blowjob.
That thing where you hang backwards off of the bed and give head. Sounded super hot to me, so we decided to give it a go. About 3 seconds in, I realized my mistake and that there was absolutely nothing sexy about his balls smacking me in the eyes. Edit, JFC, I can't believe my most awarded post on Reddit is now about me being thumped in the eyes by my husband's testicles.
Deep throat. I've learnt that I cannot hold the vomit for that long.
If you ever get the bright idea that pop rocks and a blowjob might be fun. It is not. I mean, that shit tickled my sinuses enough to make me sneeze, and I sucked half of them directly into my nasal cavity before the fun ever got started. Idea was DOA. Edit, word edit 2, didn't expect so much feedback and woke up to some great laughs. Sending thanks to all my fellow freaks. Y'all made my day.
Decided to try the whole consensual non-consent thing with an ex-girlfriend of mine. Didn't really work. She just kept kicking and pushing me away, and I found it extremely difficult to even get to her and keep her still, so eventually we just decided this isn't working, and did the deed normally. Haha.
My GF was coming over for her birthday. I rigged up some neck tees up on my squat rack for some complete new BSDMBC. She had said that she liked that 50 Shades movie and hey birthday spanking. When she came over I blindfolded her and then she asked if I was planning on spanking her and she burst into tears when I said yes. She didn't want anything like that, apparently, so I didn't. LOL.
Sex on a plane. Air NZ in the middle of the night. Both snuck to the washroom. Apparently the clapping noise was very audible and not as quiet as we both thought. $1,500 fine each and a 1-year ban from Air NZ. Edit, we were coming back from a month of backpacking and landed in Vancouver, en route to Manitoba. The police didn't seem to care at all, but the TSA person seemed to take it personally, so I believe that's what the fine was so large.
Having my balls licked. Apparently, I'm ticklish.
After drinking a lot of booze, my friend and I decided to bump uglies. I had never been sexually attracted to her, nor do I believe she was ever sexually attracted to me. Had an amazing drinking partner that I could crush a case of beer with, have a great time together. After the very drunk sex, it wasn't the same again, and I assume we both regretted it. Which sucks because it mostly ruined/ended our friendship, which was awesome until that point. Emily, if you're out there reading this, I would still smash a case of Lucky Lager and a large pizza with you.
Getting paid for sex. As desperate for money as I was, I never did that again.
Oh, where's that guy from years ago who paid a large sum of money to have a famous scat girl come to his house to shit in his mouth? That's a good story. Hint, he was so happy right up until the moment where he saw her anus give purchase to the log. He immediately realized he did not want this, but did it anyways because he paid for it and deeply regretted it. Edit, found it.
After I had found out my wife cheated, we tried to have sex, and for me, it was such a huge turn-off.
Being slapped and choked. One time I got slapped so hard I passed out for a few seconds. I couldn't even get mad either. I literally asked for it. I'll stick to hair pulling, spanking, and being tied up.
Sucking my own dick.
Girls dirty talking, calling me Poppy. If you don't have a Spanish accent, please don't do that.